Hey guys, so Andy's back here, and I'm not really going to be talking about what I'm going to be drawing today. I'm mostly just doing anatomy sketches, pose sketches, which that is a different subject entirely, so it's kind of hard to dive into. So instead, I'm actually going to be answering questions that a few of you have asked me. So I was kind of surprised because, I don't know, not many people have been watching my videos, which I don't really post them for that to begin with anyway. But I'm glad to strike up conversations with those who have and are watching. So, let's see, I got a list here. Okay. So, one of the questions was, what do you draw inspiration from? And I'd have to say kind of all around, really. I mean, pretty much anyone gathers inspiration from any and all that they see. So, I mostly draw what I see, but I don't really watch TV shows or anything. So I really just like pictures or, certain things that raise questions, I guess. I kind of find it interesting if you just stare at an object and it just kind of, it's like, oh, well, I wonder about that. That's kind of cool. And you just kind of build off of that. So if anything's interesting to me, then it also kind of doubles around as being inspiring. So there's that. What's the second question? Is there any significance behind your black green? It's so cool. Well, I thank you. It's not the most important thing to me, but I got it from my sisters, so I actually had to look back in my text to see why, but they got it from me when I went off to college. I think they obviously know. They know I don't like flashy things. So, they explained that this silicone was popular at the moment. Now, I'm not really into that either, so, but, it's from them, so I like it. I don't know where I got this from, but I've worn it since forever. I have this necklace that has a wolf on it. It's just sort of neat. The wolf is my Indian zodiac. I have Indian and Irish blood in me, so it's a cool little thing. It's starting to rust. Someone just messaged me and said, affordable options, which I get it. With art supplies, that happens. You think, oh, I have to get the most expensive and best suggested stuff so that my art can be perfect, which honestly isn't the route to go. Honestly, you can start with a, piece of paper and a pencil like I did, and just go on from there. It just depends on what, you use. Of course, there is a difference between drawing with really cheap crayons and getting some more professional utensils. So, yeah, it's more just weighing what you're willing to pay with. A lot of times you can get a lot of stuff cheaper in bulk online, so that's just what I suggest. What are some of your favorite things to do in your free time? Okay, well, I really like exploring. If anyone has watched the last upload I made, I mean, you didn't have to, but I always love exploring around. And you can do that by yourself or with others. It's nice because Evelyn and I used to do that so much when we were younger. My sisters hated me for it and never did it with me, so I always had Evelyn. I guess now that we're reconnecting again, we kind of went back to the old ways. She's been showing me a lot of cool stuff. But a lot of other things I enjoy doing in my free time are easiest done alone. I guess because that's just what I've gotten used to. So, yeah, now I've just kind of come to find some solitude in it. I mean, it can be playing from, you can be doing the ukulele. I like whittling wood. I like maintaining little gardens. Succulent plants. Succulent plants are great. I like painting my nails. I used to be obsessed with playing with a magnifying glass and setting leaves or ants on fire, but that's child stuff. I don't do that anymore. The other question is, what paper do you suggest using? Well, it really depends. what you're wanting to use that paper for. Most sketches have a list, like, on the front of what the paper can handle. There's watercolor paper or just plain sketch paper, mixed media. I don't really have suggestion. It's all really experimentation to find out what you like. So there's also the texture of the paper that's important too. But yeah, sorry, that's very helpful. I am extremely helpful. How do you maintain proportion and the correct shape throughout the whole drawing? I find this very hard. Well, as you can see in this vid, I don't do a fine job at it. Mostly because I'm timing myself and getting the basic shape down. It is hard, but it all comes to practice. Again, always saying that, it always comes to practice. If you have a close eye on the things that correlate with each other, then you start to see a pattern. There's like, here's a few simple things to keep in mind with the body. The tips of the fingers meet mid-thigh. The hands are about the size of the head, if the hand's open. The shoulders are about 3 heads in width. And then eyes are 1 eye apart from each other, and so on and so forth. So, let's see. When and why did you start drawing? I guess I can't recall the exact day I started drawing. Who does? But, I'm pretty sure my therapist was the one to encourage it. And since around that time, I didn't have much else to do. I left my little camera and filming and everything back then, but it got taken away from me, so it was a piece of junk anyway. But yeah, drawing. All I needed was a pencil and a piece of paper, so I had it. So yeah. Before, I mostly drew from real life or to express my feelings, that sort of thing, but my classes gave it a slightly different meaning, so I've been having fun with that in other ways too. But yeah, that's pretty much all the questions, and I'm running out of time now, but yeah, I'd say mostly with figure drawing, going back to the video, but figure drawing, just look up a ton of reference photos. You can take your own reference photos. It's really good just to start practicing those things, even if you might hate it. It's like Evelyn said in the last video. She made a good point. Draw things you hate. So, sooner or later you'll get good at it. You'll find that you will eventually start to enjoy it once it starts to get easier. So that is the end of the video for today. I hope you enjoyed. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!